Hello and welcome to part number 14. So we ended up with this little guy here, and of course we could do the two other knobs that look the same but have more divisions here, or those little things coming out. But I thought we'd go on with let me just show you a picture here. So with this switch, that's yeah, some different geometry than the last thing we made. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna create a polygon cylinder. I hit F on the keyboard to frame in on that, and let me just hit Alt H so to hide everything else in the scene. And then we change here the divisions on the axis to 30. We'll leave the rest as it is because the radius is almost exactly a 1, so it has a diameter of 2 centimeters. So we take a look at that again. So that's almost exactly 2 centimeters, and I know because I measured it, from this point on to here, it's about 1.5 centimeters. Then the height of that little switch here is about 1.2 from down here to up there, and the width of that switch up here, that is about 0.8, 0.9 centimeters, and at the bottom it's about 1 centimeter in width. So with that known, it's going to be a little bit easier to realize what we want to do. Okay, so let's go and just say faces, select all these faces, delete them. And then we could go in and let's do some append polygons. So this tool here, append a face or append polygon. And then we connect the center one, hit G on the keyboard to repeat the last tool. This one, and I think we have to go one face further, so looks good. And now, if I want to make sure that the distance, like I just told you that should be 1 centimeter, I'm using this measure distance tool, and if that's not on your shelf, go to Create, and then there is Measure Tools, Distance Tool. So we're gonna use that, and then press V for point snapping or vertex snapping, and hover over this one here, and then again over this one, and then Maya's telling us, okay, that's about 1 centimeter, and that's exactly what I want. Okay, so with those faces here, so we select all the faces we just created. So it should be 5, and then we extrude them up. So hit the extrude button, and then I just dial in here into local translate Z. I set that it's 1.2 centimeters. And now that done, we are inserting an edge loop here. So select one edge, hold Control, right click, edge ring, utilities to edge ring and split. And let me show the picture. So I told you that the distance from here, from the outer point here to here, is around about 1.5 centimeters. So, oops. With that split here in the center, so that means the distance here is 1 centimeter now. And if I go to the inputs, and put the weight here to 0.75, I know that, you know, this distance here should be exactly 1.5 centimeters. Okay. Another thing is, or we insert another edge here. So I select, I could select this one, and then again, Control right click, Edge Ring Utilities, Edge Ring and Split. And now, because the height here is 1.2 centimeters, this sits at 0.6 centimeters. So I go to the inputs and lower that to 0.35. So it should be somewhere about, you know, from down here to up there should be something like 4 to 5 millimeters. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit Q, go to vertex mode, select all of those vertices up here, hit W to move them, and now with those selected vertices I'm gonna change the pivot of them. So I press D, move it here in Z, and then V, middle mouse, snap to here. And still those vertices selected, I'm moving them here in Z, and then I'll press V, middle mouse over this vertex here. So now I know that this here, this point is exactly 1.5 centimeters away. Okay, so let's take a look at the image again. So as you can see, we have not a rounded edge here, so it's just a straight angle here, or it's not rounded as over here. So we have to take care about that. And down here, if I go back to that image, down here it, you know, it starts, maybe find another image, not this one. Over here you can see it. So it starts getting round somewhere down there, but up here it's not round. Okay, keep that in mind. Alright, so let me select all those vertices here, hit R for scale, and then I'm scaling them all, you know, as long as nothing happens anymore. Scale them flat. I'm gonna scale you flat. Okay, so up here, and now let's hit Q, W, and then check out if, you know, it's still sitting on top of that 1.5 centimeters vertex here. So just make sure. V-snap it again. So V-snap like that. Alright. So I hit Q on the keyboard, and now we are going to delete this edge loop we created. So double click on that edge loop to select it, and then delete edge vertex. And I only want to work on one half of the geometry. It's always a smart idea, so I select the center edge here, Control right click, Edge Ring Utilities and Split. I go to the top view, hit F to frame what I selected, and then I'm gonna select one half of our geometry, and then again I'm gonna extract it or separate it, extract it. So I got two objects, go to object mode, and it doesn't even matter on what side we are working on now, but I'm gonna put this as usual on a layer. So with that object selected, create a new layer with the selected object and hide it. Might need it later on. Who knows? Okay. So let me just think for a second. So to get the connection back to here, down here, let me just check out. So I want to try to stay in quad geometry. So I'm just thinking about, okay, if I do some splits here. So this is going to be 1 quad, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is number 8. Okay, so let's go in here, select this edge, Control right click, Edge Ring Utilities and Split. Go to the input, set it to multi, and then dial it up to, what is it, 7 here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that should do it. Object mode. And then just try that. So we just connect it. So again, use the pen polygon tool. Click on the edge here, and then this one. Hit G on the keyboard. G on the keyboard. G. No. Again, and G. Hit G. G. Ah. And then hit Enter. Hit Q on the keyboard. Looking good so far. Yeah, that's definitely getting in shape here. So I think I'm gonna take a little break and see you in the next video to go on with this switch. If you like it, you can do me a favor and hit the subscribe button.